What's going on, everybody? It's Craig again, and I'm down to just two more hobby boxes left to open, and then the rest of the train will be retail. One Pro debut and one Topps hobby, my last one. But since my most recent Topps hobby was probably one of the worst boxes I've seen, I'm gonna hold off on the other one a little bit, let it age, and we're tackling the Pro debut today. I don't know. I enjoyed Pro Debut. In the two boxes I opened, I thought it was badass that I got a 5 autograph one, because I have not seen that. Now, it would have been nice if some of the autographs were, well, one of the autographs was a big name. They were okay. Some of them were okay, but you didn't get that one. I didn't get any one of the names that's like, oh man, he's in this product. I hope I get blank. Like Coates and Caglione and McGonigal. Obviously those are the big names, and there's tons. I was in a really cool break on Dibjit Cards the other day, and oddly enough, 3 of the 4 autos came from Texas, so it would be nice if I had that team. But you do see there's a lot of autographs in here of people that, just like with Bowman Chrome, just like with Topps Update, a lot of guys who have cards, who have row-numbered cards, who not much is going to come from, unfortunately. But hey, they're still 10,000 times farther along in that than I would have ever been. So that's still, I think it's cool. I do stand by those guys getting those cards, even if they only have an inning, like in Topps Update. Because you know what? You deserved it. They worked hard for it. So let's go through this. This should be a quicker one. It's only 6 packs, but I do like to talk. So we'll see what that looks like. I am looking forward to the Topps Update. Lots of retail coming in. And also, I went a little nuts because I found a sale for like 20 to a high 20-ish a piece for Topps Chrome Blasters. And I figured at that, it could be a fun video or two. I got 10 of them. I'm going to go hunting for Otanis and hunting for Judges, and probably not get any of them, but maybe we get a cool auto in the mix or two, or a case hit. My luck, I wound up getting a Fanatical, which I just did complete that set. You heard me talk in a previous video I needed this card, and I did grab it at a pretty decent price. So I do like that set, even though there's only a handful of cards in there that are more than a $10 card, but there are several. You have Otani, you have Judge, you have the rookies of Wilson and Wood, etc. So first numbered card is Theo Gillen. Okay, I don't believe this is an auto. We'll put him down. And then we have a drafted Cam Caminiti. Okay, not numbered. And we have a Brady House, and this is in the auto spot, so we'll see if it's an auto. No, it is not. Also not numbered. Okay. And would this be the auto? No, we have another green. Nick Montgomery, number to 99. And now we have a number to 150, Sean Keys. That is our auto. Okay. Blue Jays pitcher, Sean Keys. Not too bad to start. Hagen Smith on the chrome. Colin Hawk on the chrome. Condon, Carson Williams. Okay, good chromes in there. Again, for what that means to say good chromes, it's not exactly a, unless you try. I don't even know if I don't even know if it would be worth trying to gem up any base chromes in this set, to be honest with you. Because when it comes to the chromes, only really the first ones are the bigger ones. Unless you have maybe, I know if we get into numbered parallels or something, that's a little bit different. So we'll have Theo Gillen here. I realize when I have the camera, I don't necessarily have the best zoom. Let's see. Can we do this? There we go. We'll do that. That's okay. That way you can see the stage a little bit better, and I don't encroach on my breaking area. Because again, I'm on one of those desks where just the top folds down, and that's my workstation. It's also when I teach remote classes, which I don't like to do. I definitely prefer being in the classroom. And the majority of my classes are that, but I do have a couple that, did I just put that green up there without actually top loading it? Did I really just do that? Did I just put in a sleeve? I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Okay. So here's the Sean Keys. We'll put him here. I actually do like the Sean Keys auto. It's weird. I like the color match elements, and I do weirdly collect pitches, especially some pitches. I think Keys is in that mix because I don't think he's a monster prospect, but, pitches that have potential. I.e. for me, Will Warren is a big PC guy, and a ton of Chase Hampton, too, who I don't know, Chase Hampton was looking like a really good prospect before he got Tommy John. And when people come back from Tommy John, even though it takes a little bit, it does seem like they get a little bit better. So our first pack, we got 3 cards, 3 nice numbered cards, which, well, that's not a bad start. That's what you want in this product. It is a lower value product because of, kind of people are seeking out the non-minor league type cards from people. Oh, look at that. I don't know what that is. Is this could this be some type of weird case hit? Because it looks like there's a gap, so it's like a die cut game used, maybe? I have not seen that. I don't know if that's what it is. You've watched these videos before. You saw a gold, and I thought it was a legendary rubber or wood. So it might just be nothing. It might just be a card buckling, but there's a chance it's something special. That could be cool. Kate Burns. I almost wanted to go slow. Okay, Dalton Rushing, who, we know him well from, now Topps Update. One of these ballpark cards, not numbered. Travis Bazzana, not numbered. Oh, wait. Oh, baby! There we go. You know what? I don't know if there really was something in there or just maybe the little bowing of the card, but that is what you want in a product like this. You want to get this card. You want to get the Travis Bazzana auto. Yes, is it the biggest Travis Bazzana auto you're going to find? No, not at all, but it is a nice number to 199 chrome on-card auto of a kid that's got a lot of talent. And this is the reason I was in that break the other day. Cleveland was one of the teams I bought. Unfortunately, they did not, only Texas and the Yankees got a hit. And the Yankees went higher than I wanted to when you consider the price of the box. But look at that. There we go. Now, you know what? Well, I take back what I said in the beginning. We took us 3 boxes to do it. This is our 3rd box, 2.5 maybe we'll say then. But we finally got one of those names that you want to get. And then, I don't know what that was. I guess that was slight bowing of the card. You know what? I'm not upset about the fact that it wasn't some weird die cut thing. I got a nice auto, and I enjoy that one. Okay, so let's see what else we have left. Again, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to be like, oh, now let's get another Caglione. Let's get this. I'm glad with that. I'm glad with one of them. But I do hope we at least get maybe on-card or numbered autos of whomever it is, as opposed to those white paper sticker cards. Or maybe at the very least we'll ask for this. Let's not get a horizontal autograph. How about that? Especially on one of those white stickers, because I think they don't look good at all. So we got the X Factor in here, which I wonder if the X Factors in here will have any value. Because I did have, I think, a J.J. Weatherholt, because they seem to only be one a box. So if you're only guaranteed one, and there's so many cards in here, I guess I have to see what the checklist looks like. Maybe the checklist is limited on who has X Factors. So Ramon Ramirez on the X Factor, Walker Jenkins, he would be another nice one to get an autograph of. These cards I like, though. They come, so far they've only been one a box, but I do like that. That'll get sleeved and top loaded. Even though it might not be a really big hit, I do enjoy it. Cole Mesa. Okay. Cole Mesa on the purple. Again, the Indians. I don't know if this is actually no, this isn't the Guardians farm system. I remember where the Indians play, because I remember seeing it and thinking I was surprised they didn't change the name given the climate in the past. I don't know. I know this name. I don't know. Maybe some of you are like, oh, you should be a lot more excited. Or it's just like I'm familiar with him. Maybe I was listening to a podcast, he came up. But that is nice. You know what? What did we say? Not a horizontal, not a white paper. And is this a sticker? Yeah, this is a sticker. But you know what? It is a numbered sticker, so I will take that over the paper non-numbered any day. Okay, you know what I am going to do? I'm just going to leave those other 2 cards there for now. For the sake of time, I will sleeve and top load them after. Let's go through the rest of these chromes. Caleb Durbin, and he is. I mentioned this in my first video. Yeah, Caleb Durbin is all over Topps Update. He has a rookie and a rookie debut, so this is not one of his first sets after the Bowman. Okay, 3 packs left. We got 3 autos, so either we only have 1 auto left, or maybe we have another one of those special boxes. Maybe, who knows? Because statistically, to just get 3, that the odds aren't in your favor, because they're not all placed in the same spot in the boxes. Okay, there we go. Nice numbered card. Who do we have? Christian Campbell. I like to see that. This wouldn't be an auto based on where it's positioned in the box, but that is a nice card. Tink Hence. There we go. Oh no, I thought that was one of the those cards. I was gonna say we got more than two. Next we have. Oh, I'm so glad that wasn't an auto. I thought that was when I looked at. We have a Solano on the chrome refractor. Not too shabby. Levi Sterling, Matt Day, Miller, Aiden Smith. Okay. The Campbell. We will sleeve up the Campbell for sure. I do have a nice. I bought a lot on eBay, and it was crazy. It was just a ton of Topps Chrome stuff, and one of the cards in there was a Christian Campbell blue, which at the time I don't know, it was about $120 card. I don't know if it's gone down a little bit now. It probably has because it's the off season, but I got the entire lot that I got for less than that, and there were about 30 other autos in there too. So that was pretty cool. So we'll put Campbell up there. And you know what? It is a numbered card. So I will give the love to Solano. You know, I know the Marlins have some low-key good prospects with Salas and White. I don't know if Solano is in that mix. I want to say I'm familiar with him, but I'm pretty sure I'm confusing him with a different Solano. And you know what? Just since this is our last time being able to get this box, because as you've heard me say before, I'm more of a retail guy. I will get into hobby when you can get it from Topps, you know, and get at cost. Although because I did go a little nuts on the Topps stuff, the update and this, I did pass on the Topps Heritage, even though that was an amazing price. I even was telling my sister, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm really proud of myself because I avoided buying something, even though it's the cheapest it's ever going to be. And she was confused by that. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't you buy it? I'm like, well, it's not like I'm going to buy it now and then when it gets pricier. So it's kind of, I just cut myself off from it. And Heritage this year doesn't necessarily have, you know, anything crazy in there. Like I did buy a bunch of blasters and one hobby of it last year, but last year it was so nice and juicy. This isn't going to go on the stage, but I did sleeve it for myself. Okay, 2 more packs. Now I hope we have an auto in this one. So then we at least have the chance to say we get another 5 auto pack with the next one. Does that make sense? So far, Travis Bazzana is definitely the biggest hit of all 3 of my boxes. Yeah, so you see what I mean there? It looks, I think it's because one of the cards bow a little bit. So it looks like there's a space. That's why I thought there was some weird die cut thing in there. But Campbell again, Jonah Tong. I'd like to get an auto of his or a parallel of his. I do have a couple of cool ones. I think it's Panini. I don't know. I forget the product. Some I picked up from over the years. Tim on Dibdit cards and whatnot for that matter. But great seller if you're not familiar with. Okay, Jared Sundstrom on the sand glitter type parallel speckle. I don't know that I don't know what they call their parallels. PJ. No, Chase Burns. That would be another person to have a nice auto of. I don't know what this card is. Have I seen? Yeah, I guess this is like that one before. And we have a blue of Victor Rodriguez, 150, blue wave. And we have our last auto. I spoke into existence. Now, this is the one type of auto I didn't want. But you know what? Considering the other autos fit that mold that I asked for, and we got a Bazzana, I can't be that guy. I can't be that guy. This is, even without opening the last box, the last pack, and don't worry, I will open the last pack. Even without opening the last pack, this has been a very successful break, in my opinion. You know, I'll be honest, the thing I do is any card I'm not familiar with, I do go to eBay so to check kind of ideas to see. Like I said, I am going to look up Messina, not too familiar with him, and I'll look up Tyson Willis as well, but I got a feeling that it's not going to be anything too big. I was surprised that Cobb Hightower orange I got was only about a $30 card, you know, but you know what, sometimes you look things up and it's, you know, that's why you have to do your research. You know, that's also why you have to look at sometimes 2 things. You have to look at sold comps, and you have to look at and you have to look at auctions and buy it now. Because the reality is, some people, if someone puts up a buy it now for 40 and someone buys it and then one goes to auction at 23, it doesn't mean it's a $23 card. It just gives you a range of what people might look for. So let us finish off this pack here. And my phone was actually just ringing now, so I need to get through this pack fast so I can call the individual back. Okay, this should be a dead pack, unfortunately. Bryce Eldridge, Cooper Pratt. Oh, I didn't know how dead it was. That just chrome. We don't even get a number card of this bad boy. Okay, that's fine. Again, not a bad stage. I will go through it quickly with you. The Christian Campbell numbered card is nice. Sean Keyes color match is nice. And, we know what the big one is for the end. So here's all the stuff that we have sleeved. We have Jenkins. We have Montgomery to 99. We have Sean Keyes to 150. We have Jared Sundstrom. Is it 199 to 1? No, is it 175? We have... Oh, that's neat. I didn't notice that at first. We have Victor Rodriguez, first on the print, 1 of 150. I personally like that. I don't personally pay a lot premium for it. The only time I ever really did that was with my boy Paul O'Neill if something was numbered to 21. I do have a huge O'Neill collection. 199 on the Gin. Then we have Tyson Lewis. We have the X-Fractor, Ramon Ramirez. We have Solano, 199 on the Refractor. We have Cole Messina on the purple to 250. No, 299, that's right. We have Christian Campbell to 299 as well. And we have Travis Bazzana to 199. So, folks, as always, thanks for checking out our video. I appreciate it. Till next time, peace.